Hello lovely people, welcome to my channel once again. In this video I'm going to share this beef suya and a super amazing suya spice that you can make at home. So stay tuned to the end of this video and see how I make it. So here I've got my beef already chopped, but I'm just pounding that to make it a little bit more thinner, and then I'm going to cut it into thin layers as you can see here. So here I have cut them into a layer. It's not exactly very thin, but I am okay with it. If you want it thinner, you have to keep pounding. Here in my bowl, I'm just adding some olive oil, about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. You can use vegetable oil if you prefer, and to that I'm adding half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a pinch of maggi stock, and then I'm going to add some steak seasoning. This is basically some onion flakes and pepper and also garlic and ginger. So I'm adding half a teaspoon to that and half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to mix that together to make sure it's well combined, and I'm going to pour that over my beef and mix very well. Then I'm going to cover with a cling film and leave in the fridge for about 4 to 6 hours to marinate. So I'm going to pop that in the fridge. And here I have added my skewers to warm water to soak it before I use it, just to prevent it from burning when I do use it. And so after 4 hours, I am now just threading my beef to the skewers. You can do this in whichever method you prefer. You don't have to do exactly the way I do it. Everyone has got their own way of doing it, so you can do what you are used to. So that is done. I am now going to add some suya spice and use my hand to spread it all over to make sure it's well coated. And I've already set my oven ready and I am preheating it before I go ahead to grill my meat. So I'm spreading that over and I'm going to then place it on my rack. Then I will grill it for 30 to 35 minutes on 90 degrees, and about 20 minutes I went in to flip over to cook the other side too. And here is the end result of my beef suya. I've sprinkled a little bit of suya spice on there, and I will come up with a video on my roasted plantain and yam later. The smell in here is just incredible. So if you like what you are seeing, do not hesitate to hit that subscribe button to subscribe to my channel for all the videos that I'm going to be uploading. I have amazing things coming up. Now we are going to move on to this actual suya spice. So again, stay tuned to see how I make that one too. For that, I am using some peanuts. You can use kuli, but I prefer using the peanuts, so that's what I'm going for. And I'm just going to grind that. You can blend it in your blender or food processor, but I am grinding it. And for this recipe, I want my spice to be really smooth. Therefore, I mean, even if you blend it, you can still sieve it. But I am going to be blending these peanuts to a really smooth paste, and you know what that means. That means I'm going to have a peanut butter, and so this process is going to be a little bit longer. So here's my peanut blended. I am now going to put this on a cheesecloth and just squeeze the oil out of it. Not actually squeeze it, but you can squeeze it. I am just going to manipulate this to make sure that I get rid of all the oil that is in this by firmly pressing down on it. So you can do that in a clean cloth. It doesn't exactly have to be a cheesecloth, And then I'm just using my bowl to kind of manipulate it to make sure the oil is all out. And as I said, you can squeeze it out as well. And you can see all the oil is coming through. You have to keep doing this until it's dry and until you are happy with the result, and when you can see that you've gotten rid of most of the oil. So this is done now. I am just going to break it up with my hand and place it on my tray and into the oven. And the reason why I'm putting it in the oven is because I want it golden brown and also very dry. So putting in the oven will help get rid of more oil. And I'll be doing that on 200 degrees, obviously in the middle chef, and I'll be keeping an eye on it, often, separating it and making sure that it's not burning. And as you can see, the cloth is all oily. So I'm just spreading that out. And now I'm going to pop it in the oven. And this is about 20 minutes later. I'm just making sure to separate it, making sure it's not sticking together. And it stayed in the oven for approximately 50 minutes in total. And once it's out, you can still use the cloth to extract more oil if needed. Now it's out, I'm happy with it, and this is it. And once you get this part out of the way, you're done. And these are the rest of the spices that I will be using. I am going to list everything down below in the description box so you know exactly the measurement that I'm using. And now I'm just going to combine everything together to make sure it's well mixed and combined. So I have blended that just to mix it together, and now I'm going to add this to my peanut powder, which I'm doing here. And then I'm going to mix it together with my spoon. And as you can see, I still have some lumps in here, but I am going to pass this through my strainer to sift it and make sure it's very smooth. But I am not going to get rid of the leftover because I will be using that too. And apart from using this for making your suya recipes, you can use it for other things too. You can use it for your jollof rice, you can use it for your stew, you can use it for your ghidodo. Name it. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you do like it, once again, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and also share. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do really appreciate and love y'all. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now. Oh, I forgot to mention, this Suya Spice recipe was requested by some friends who wanted me to make it with the peanut butter rather than the powder or the kulikuli. So guys, thank you so much for encouraging me to make this spice. It was absolutely amazing, and I hope you like it, and I hope it comes out good for you too. So now for real, I'm going to say bye bye to you guys, and again, see you in the next video.